Yo, what's going on? Back with another video, man. It's been a while. It's been about a month and a half since I dropped the last video. So in the last video, I had passed the 50K phase one and then the 100K phase two challenge. No, not past 100K. I just bought the 100K, but passed the 50K phase one. Um, and yeah, I'm be honest, I did end up blowing both of the accounts. I learned a lot in doing so. Um, been going over the same lesson over and over again. I've been trying to been I've been I've been faced with the same lesson over and over and over again. It's so crazy. And blowing these past two accounts have kind of been something that I've been realizing that it's been teaching me the same lesson over and over again. And I just have not yet to just do the right thing or do the thing that's necessary. So um this is gonna be a little pretty long video if you stay around. Mess with you, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go over like some stuff that I've been kind of like. Obviously, it's been a while since I posted a video because I've been kind of just really diving really deep in myself, in my mind, and kind of like understanding like, all right, what's the game plan? Like it's been a while now. We're now coming down to okay. Since I found out about Forex, like boom, heard the first name. Um, Closing 3 years in about like a month. So it's and then I guess trading it's like almost I say 2 years and like 10 months, something like that. But I guess overall like in the industry, like learning and everything, 3 years. So and I've been going so for example, the first year and a half, right? The first year or so, year, maybe even 2 year, more so like year and a half, year was kind of me learning like a strategy and stuff like that. I think everybody goes through that normally, that phase of like learning like what works for you and kind of like having it like built for you, you know what I'm saying, in a certain way. So that wasn't really my issue for a very long time. I kind of got out of that like for a decent time, maybe like a year and a half, year. I had it down pretty solid too. But the next boss for me in particular that I'm kind of still like kind of going at and trying to like conquer, and I'm gonna explain some things that I have in place, but it's just psychology. Like that's a big boss, that it's like a that you really got to face and kind of tame it. Like it's crazy. Like I know what I'm doing wrong, if that makes sense. Like I'm not sure if you guys can relate, but it's like I'm trading, and it's like you could write your trading plan down and your kind of rules that you have set, but you can do all you want, but it's when you're trading, are you implementing it? And that's something I've been realizing. I've been going through this phase of like now creating a trading plan and then like writing it down, and then as I'm trading, I break it. And I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have broke it. I shouldn't have blown the account and stuff like that. I've been doing that for a very long time now. And it's like, and every now and then I'm going and I'm tweaking the trading plan. And I've been tweaking the trading plan for some while now. And obviously it's changed. It's been on a steady improvement. Although I haven't been following it personally, I've been following bits and pieces of it, and it's been working in the times where I have been using it, if that makes sense. Um, like as right now, I'm going to go over the trading plan I have set up now and how I curated it in a way to where this trading plan differentiates itself from all the other ones in terms of like it fits me, and I'm going to explain why. So in the past, I've created so many trading plans that I'm trying to like. It's like I like them, but I don't like them, you know. And like that's what caused me to break them. The fact that I don't like them, like that, or let's say I'm following it, and I'm like that trade risk isn't enough for me. I have a higher appetite, so I want to risk it more. So I end up breaking the plan. Or I like trading this day, so I kind of want to trade, and like my trading plan doesn't let me. So it's like this whole time, especially this last month, I've been trying to really dive deep into myself and figure out what exactly parameters do I need to put in place that will give me fulfillment enough to follow it and to stick by it no matter what. That kind of fills all the gaps. Um, and yes, I've been doing that for a while now, but this past month I've been really going deep, and I've been almost every day like trying to think of and altering this trading plan to kind of like mold it to a way where um, it fits for me, if that makes sense. Uh, so recently, what I've been doing, when you're going through strategies and you're not knowing how to trade, you watch tons of videos on strategies and like this strategy, this and that. Like I said, I kind of I've had that down pack for a while now. It's not so much a strategy. I don't watch anybody's videos on how to trade or like get tips. I haven't done that in a long, long time. But one thing that I do is I watch a lot of trading podcasts, right? 'Cause I do believe like, for example, if you want to learn a trading strategy, it's very niche based and it's kind of very hard. You almost always have to kind of change it anyways to how you trade. So it's very like niche based. But one thing that isn't, and I think it's like used like it's so universal is the psychology of trading itself. Maybe it could change from psychology to scalping psychology, but for the most part, it's still overall very universal. So I'm watching a lot of trading podcasts and trying to like pick up their thought patterns of how they trade and kind of incorporate some into mine. Um, and one thing that I have realized, and I've came across this very early on in my journey, but I never implemented it. One thing I wanted to start very much implementing now is like, and like I said, I've been thinking about this for a while now, like for almost like a long, long time. Is this going to work for me? Like I'm just kind of playing out, like forecasting, like can I really see myself doing this? Um, and that's been 2 trades a day. You take 2 trades a day. That's it. Just 2 trades a day. Um, because it just that itself, it might sound so simple, but it's like, man, does like the discipline factor really play a huge act in this whole like 2 trades a day thing. And not only that too, it kills so many birds in one stone. Just taking 2 trades a day kills the over risking um by a huge amount. You know, it causes you not only that, it causes you to take quality setups because you only have 2 trades. So it's like wow, boom. Now incorporate that with now I'm gonna go to my risk, which is now this is the risk that I'm gonna start implementing. So alongside of 2 trades a day is on challenges and verifications, it'll be 0.50% risk per trade, equating to a maximum loss of just 1% a day if I lose both trades. And then on the funded accounts, it'll be 0.25% risk per trade and equating to a 0.50% risk loss if I lose, you know what I'm saying, both trades. Um, and that might sound simple too. Like that might sound like wow, like anybody could just like write that down, but it's like I said, it's different when you write it down versus if you actually implement it, like actually are you like using it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really thinking about like, is this risk enough for me? And I'm kind of like really, really it's set. You have to sit with it. You have to really think and sit with it and be like, all right, is this something that I could do? Like, am I comfortable with this risk? Do I like it? Is it enough for me? Does it cause fulfillment in different areas where it won't cause me to break my plan? And so many like you have to think about it from so many different angles because if not, you'll break it because it wasn't really super thought out. So now when you go to trade, you start breaking it. So I had to really sit and think with all these rules that I'm talking about. Um, and I thought about it and I'm thinking about it. And I even did the math. I was on a chat GPT plugging in all the numbers. And I was, so the other one was a risk is a maximum risk is 1 to 2. So look, I'm plugging in all the numbers into chat GPT and like doing all the math and like over like a month basis or like 20 trade basis or a quarter basis, doing all the math, plugging in all the numbers of using that risk and using that RR, using 2 trades a day, how much would I be? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the percentile? What's the math behind this edge or this trading plan? What's the edge behind it? And seeing it like, and I've done it before, like I've wrote it down, I've done the math too, but like in GBT, you can kind of get like very specific and get very intricate because it's just so quick. And I've noticed like the numbers are not like the number, like the probability is there. The probability of being profitable is there, and I'm like, okay, seeing it, and I'm changing the like the hit rate too, and like I'm adding the hit rate, the risk, the 2 trades a day, the over the course of, and it's like you seeing it, and I'm like, you know what, this is gonna work. This is really gonna work for me. You know, like seeing it from every angle. You know, it's like I'm gonna go buy a car. Like when you go buy a car, you want to check out everything and see if you really like it. And I was like, this is the car I want to really put my trading into. And I'm like, I like this one. So 2 trades a day, 0.50% risk per trade. on challenge verification, again equating to 1% loss per day if I lose both, and then a 0.25% risk per trade, equating to a 0.50% loss if I lose both trades. And I could work with that. And then a 2 to 1 RR, or 1 to 2, however you guys say it, risk to reward. I usually go to like a 3 to 1 anyway. But it doesn't 1 to 2 gives me the like, okay, if I'm gonna take a 1 to 2, it's there. But my average is like a 3 RR to like 7 RRs. Usually my average. I say like yeah, that's kind of where I stay. There are some times where I do get higher R's, but and I want to get into that too really quick. I want to pivot really quick. It's like I realized I was stuck in that high RR phase of like, I mean, it wasn't like super extreme, but it was a little extreme to the point where I was sacrificing profits because I wanted to get that like crazy RR. It looks nice, like you post it and it's like, oh, but like we're here to make money, we're not here to look good in social media. Like at the end of the day, like who's making consistent profits? Like who's consistently profitable? Like that isn't that the end game? The end game's not, ooh, look at this 50 RR. Like that's not, it's cool. It's great. And if it happens, absolutely take the advantage. Who wouldn't? If it's there, it's there. If it fits into your trading plan and everything is good, take it. But the making that your complete standard is what was met, well, at least for me, was messing me up. It was kind of almost a standard. Like I kind of always wanted to get the super high RR. And it was really costing me because if I would have turned that 1 to 20 or 1 to 15 RR just to a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 5, even a 1 to 8, it would have been amazing. But because I wanted to get these crazy RR, get whipped out and then fly profit. Like usually my direction is usually my direction, like that's the key difference. I've noticed this for so long. My direction is usually right. I have a really high percentile in direction. It's just entry. And if you add that with like trying to get a tight stop, it's annoying because it's like you are right. But because you want to get this crazy RR, it hits your stop and flies. Now, if you would have turned that to 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, it would have been amazing. And I realized this trap that I had kind of got myself in, and I'm now realizing I was in it. I kind of didn't realize it. So that's one thing I learned from blowing this account. That's probably the really thing I learned. The new thing I learned is like me not knowing I was in this trap of a crazy RR, it's like self-sabotaging your consistency. Like it's literally like a self-sabotage thing. 'Cause like, oh, you always want to get you always want to get the 20 RR for what? You know what I'm saying? If you get 1 to 3, 1 to 5, or 1 to 6, you're still extremely profitable, even 1 to 2. And doing the chat GPT stuff and looking at the math and realizing, wow, even with a 1 to 3, like this is insane. You know what I'm saying? So in combination with just taking 2 trades a day, like this is amazing. So um I put all the math together and the math was really working out well. So just like I said, seeing this from all angles really gives me the confidence now to really like, okay, this is a trading plan that works for me, It really works for me. So, and I confidently say that now. Obviously, I've been thinking about this for a very long time now. I mean, the course of me building a trading plan and following it has been a very long journey, but just me now niching down and figuring out exactly what am I going to choose um, has been has been quite recent. I've been like digging into depths where it's like I didn't do before. I didn't really take it that I wasn't too invested in a trading plan because I always figured I'd break it a little bit here and there if the opportunity shows itself. But no, it's like the money is in the discipline. Like that's what the money's in. The money is in the discipline. Because think about it, if you have a great, for me, I believe I have a great strategy. Like it works really well for me. But as you can see, my psychology is obviously right now it's being fixed with this trading plan. But in previous times, you could see it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you could trade. It doesn't even matter like at all if your psychology is bad because you won't make anything. So and it's like it's so crazy to think about. But but yeah, man. So those are the three. It's so crazy and like not only was it sounds so simple, you know, but it's not only is it like I curated this in a way to where it's also upgradable for different accounts. So if I have, not say if, like once I have, let's say I have a when I have a 200K account, and then I have a 100K account, and I have a 25K account, um, you know what I'm saying? Just different account size. I have a 400K over here. I'm gonna have different risk parameters for each. You know what I'm saying? Um, because it's like it's upgradable. So basically, the risk could change. It could be maybe from point 25% risk on a funded account. It could turn to 0.30% risk. You know what I'm saying? So it's upgradable. Or the RR could change from a 1 to 2 minimum to a 1 to 3 minimum. But the two trades a day, I think, is gonna stay standard just because I'm a swing trader. I don't even need to take that many trades anyway. But the fact that it is upgradable in certain aspects is what I like. Um, so I mean, like I said, I've been curating this and thinking about it in so many ways. I was thinking about it. How could I use this in the future? Is it usable in the future? Is it upgradable? If that makes sense for like different accounts, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And it is. Like it hits all the criteria for me. Like I said, all of this is relative and subjective to the trader. And for me, this seems and feels really good. And I've been thinking about it for a very long time. So that's kind of like the whole video, just me realizing, man, psychology is one big thing. You can have the best trading strategy. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the best car, but if you have water in the gas tank, it's not gonna work. So that's one thing I've been realizing. So that's kind of the video. If you're still watching, man, I appreciate you. I've been seeing the comments. Some people have been saying they've been seeing the whole journey for a while now, and I appreciate it. Because it's a long journey, man. Like you're gonna see everything. Like it's been. I mean, obviously you missed the first 2, maybe 2.5 years of my trading, but this is kind of everyone's seen my transition into prop firms at least. Um, so it's cool to see. I feel like this industry too lacks like a lot of transparency. So that's kind of what I want to bring with everything, is just like have at least somebody who you could see the entire transition live in video format. So um, I'm here, like I'm not going nowhere. So you're gonna see the whole thing. It's gonna be a great journey to see and everything. But yeah, so that's kind of my plan. I'm gonna say it one more time before the video ends. Like I said, I'm not trying to make the video too long, but I gotta really express this. But yeah, I'm also in a 50K challenge right now. I guess I didn't say. Um, Actually, I can go over it. So yeah, I bought a 50K challenge. Currently doing really well with it. Everything looks good to pass. I guess I can show you guys where I'm at right now. This is pretty much where I'm at on one of the trades on AJ. So this is pretty much the trade. It's pretty simple. You have your swing low, swing high fib. This is usually my ideal entry. With my ideal entry is usually right here. Um, and then I scale in usually at the 0.50% range, and I usually re-enter in the 0.32, but rarely. But because this was such a big fib, such a big trade, there was places to scale in. Like this is also a fib entry as well. Like you could say this would be a swing low, swing high, or swing low, swing high. Depends how you draw your fib. But anyways, I end up getting here. Like I said, this was a 1 to 22 risk reward, but it wasn't really. I wasn't really trying to go for this. You know what I'm saying? Like it just kind of happened, and that's fine. Like if it presents itself, it presents itself. Like for example, I had got in during London of this session. This actually is over here. When you unlock it, it moves, but usually it was. I think I got in like right here, stops below here, and I was like, I was so willing to lose. Price came back here. I was like, all right, price comes back out of here. We're pretty much. I'm fine with losing that because of how price was looking, especially on the daily. Um, this is what really got me in the trade right in the beginning, seeing this and seeing the rejections. But yes, we have price coming up. Obviously, the first TP would be here, but I don't need that much to pass the account. So this right here would pass me. So I'm chilling on that. That's one of the trades I'm in. I think I'm in a Bitcoin trade too, but it's not too much going on that trade. So, but yeah, so it's like that trade looks good. I mean, I'm more than likely gonna pass the challenge. We're super bullish, as you can see. But yeah, like it's just I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been implementing the trading plan in this account. But as you're seeing this video right now, this is gonna be the trading plan I'm following, because it feels good for me. I like it. Like I'm trying to think of something that maybe I could tweak, and I feel like I've done it all. I've tweaked it all. And it's so crazy because it's so simple, but like I said, how many birds it kills with just those three stones is insane. At least for me, it kills so much birds that I had in my life forest. You know what I'm saying? It kills all of them basically. It kills enough of them to where I'll be profitable. And that's basically where I'm at. I've optimized it and have it curated for me. I think that's very important. I feel like no one really talks about this. Um, it's like curating it is tough. I feel like that's the whole like unprofitable profitable journey is like creating your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. If you're looking, if you're watching this video still, I appreciate you, man, for sticking along. But yeah, you should, like I said, you're gonna watch everything. So I'm gonna say it one more time before the video ends. 2 trades a day, 0.25% risk per trade on a funded account, equating to a 0.50% loss in a day if I lose both trades, and then 0.50% risk per trade, equating to a 1% loss in a day if I lose. That's on challenges and verification. So it's good. It feels really good. It sounds super good. It's super easily said. I've been going through this route of focusing on my trading plan for a while now, and it's super easy to write it down. Trust me, I've done it. I've written down loads of trading plans and broken them because I haven't really dove in deep into, does that match my trading style? Does that match my personality? Does that match me? Does it cause fulfillment? I'm like, am I okay with that? And that's where I'm at. Is like new mindset. It's gonna I don't know, kind of gives me ease, if that makes sense. But that's been the video, man. It's kind of long, but it's kind of where I'm at right now. So the next video, you probably see me. Hopefully, everything's looking good on this trade, as you guys can see. With me, I'll either post a video of me funded on 50K, or a payout, or me passing phase one. All depends how I feel, but either one of those, payout, pass phase one or phase two, in the next video. But I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been a crazy journey. It's gonna get even better and crazier as we progress. So see you guys in the next one. Let's go.